And welcome back to Szczecin for the final day and the final time of this year's CEV Champions League. Vakifbank have already won the classification match, which sees them finish in third place at this year's tournament. Now it's the turn of the two finalists to battle it out for gold. Unendo Yamamay BUSTO ARSIZIO against Eczacibasi of Istanbul. It's the pinnacle of club volleyball on the continent, and whichever team wins, it'll be a first in European volleyball history. Neither side has won this title before. Eczacibasi came closest. They were runners-up in 1980, but in spite of their magnificent history at home in Istanbul, the Tigers have a reputation of eternal bridesmaids at this sort of event. Confirmation then of Vakifbank's 3-0 win against our hosts, Kimik Police. Now Eczacibasi Istanbul against Unendo Yamamay BUSTO ARSIZIO, the main event on this final day of European volleyball's top club competition. Eczacibasi finished in 4th place in 2014, 4th place in 2009, 4th place in 2002 and 2001, 3rd in 2000, 4th in 1984, and now runners-up in 1980. Can they go better than their previous best at this tournament? Lying in their way are the Italian runners-up from last season, Unendo Yamamay BUSTO ARSIZIO. A magnificent collection of players from across the continent, led by Francesca Marcon, their captain. Katerina Lervushkina of Russia is amongst their ranks, coached by Carlo Parisi, a man who had surprisingly little work to do yesterday after managing to pick his team up from a very poor start to the match. Eczacibasi, well, they were led by 3 of their foreign imports in the scoring stakes yesterday. Bethania de la Cruz of the Dominican Republic, Jordan Larson of the United States of America, and Maja Polak of Croatia, their top scorers on the day in their victory by 3-1 against their rivals Vakifbank. It increased their record against Vakifbank this season to 3-0. They are coached by Giovanni Caprara, a man who has won this title before. In fact, he has 3 Champions League titles to his name, but 2 of those came as an assistant coach. 1 picked up as the coach supremo of Bergamo. He's also coached the Russian international team, the Greek international team, Villa Cortese, Novara, Perugia, Spezzano and Reggio Calabria. Will he be able to add to what is already an incredibly impressive trophy cabinet? Taking place a little earlier on. Valentina Diu obviously feeling that the strapping on her thigh was too tight, so they decided to remove that. And just looking out for her on court during the warm-up at the moment. She is back out on court, and there is no taping on her right thigh. She's practicing serving right now. Polish interest in this one comes in the shape of the setter for Unendo Yamamay BUSTO ARSIZIO, Joanna Wolosz, Freya Albrecht, and Julia Pisani, another 2 of the stalwarts of this run through to the Final 4, which has ended up with them with a great chance of taking a first ever European crown. Valentina Diu, their top scorer yesterday, said before coming into the Final 4, it is time that we won a trophy. It is time that we repay the loyalty of our fans, and I'm sure that there's a certain amount of that sentiment amongst the Eczacibasi fans as well, and players alike, because there's been a time since Eczacibasi managed to pick up a major trophy. They've won Turkish Cups, they've been runners-up in the Turkish League, but they are desperate to pick up a major trophy like this one. And Turkey have been the dominant force in the Women's Champions League for a number of years now, with the exception of last year, of course, when the title was won by a superb Dinamo Kazan outfit. Dinamo Kazan seen off by Vakifbank on the way through. On this occasion, Vakifbank coming up just a little bit short. Previous to that, Fenerbahce had shared the titles from 2011 through to 2013. Before them, it was Italian dominance, of course, from 2005 onwards. Bergamo, Perugia sharing the titles between them. Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO, ARSIZIO look to return to those days, bringing Italy back onto the top of the pile, but it is an exceedingly good outfit from Turkey that lies in their way.
Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO, ARSIZIO i Eczacibasi, VitrA, ISTANBUL.
Final notes of Zarathustra fade away as the two teams make their way back to their benches. We will be introduced to our referees, and then we will be introduced to the two teams. No surprise to see Susanna Rodriguez presiding as first referee over this one. Alexander Piasecki of Belarus will be the man on the near side as we look at the court.
Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO, ARSIZIO.
Ekaterina Lyubushkina, the first out on the court, joined by Francesca Marcon, the captain. Valentina Duke, so much expected of the opposite hitter in this one. Joanna Bolosh set up from Poland, some home interest there for the crowd who've remained behind. Elena Alkova did well on the scoring front yesterday, and then Giulia Pisani is the next out before we see the arrival of Giulia Leonardi, the libero. This is the way that they'll line up at the start of the match. Their coach, Carlo Parisi. Betania de la Cruz put up 16 points yesterday in the match against Vagov Bak. He's first out. Then we have Azuman Karakun, the setter. Christian Furst joins her out on court. Neslihan, Jordan Larson, of course, going out there as well. Neslihan, Timia, Maya Polak, and their libero, Gulden. Coach Giovanni Caprara. So all of the waiting is over. It will be the biggest game of the lives of some of these players. Not Jordan Larson, she was in the final a year ago in Baku. She has won the World Championship since with the United States of America. She is used to the big stage. Some of the players here for Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO, ARSIZIO, not quite as used to it. And they had a very nervous start in yesterday's semi-finals. They'll be hoping there is not a repeat. Maya Polak, big game from her yesterday, gets us underway. There's the takedown from Hevelkova, set across to the far side, and straight away Marcon hits off the block, and that'll settle the nerves somewhat as Unendo Yamamay side out at the first time of asking. So from Pisani, taken down by Betania de la Cruz, 46 returns yesterday from de la Cruz. Fine block though, Yabashkina. It's the perfect start. ARSIZIO, Pisani again. Jordan Larson comes in to take this one down. That's a man, Christian pushed. That one will be stabbed away by Asuman with the first point. Now she serves. Leonardi doesn't control it and apologises to her teammates, so an ace. Reverse set to Diouf for a takedown from Gulden, and then Nislihan with her first spike. She comes in to pick it up. A little nervous there, and Gulden came in just as Betania de la Cruz were looking up. Boreosh goes to Marcon, it goes down the line. By Gulden, set by Karagun, and it's enough power on there from Christian Bush. Leonardi can't control it. Eczacibasi supporters forming a wall of noise, along with the fans of BUSTO ARSIZIO. Foul serve from Betania de la Cruz, so BUSTO ARSIZIO are just in front. Takedown from Betania de la Cruz, and now Larson gets in on the act. Top scorer with 25 yesterday. Flies in there. Sets to the far side where Hevelkova produced a great spike. Fantastic power on the net, and Polak, who was huge yesterday in stature, point scoring, and in blocking, starts with a powerful play. Eczacibasi into the lead for the first time, 5-4. Takedown from Marcon. Boreosh sets, Yabashkina goes in there, and go back onto level terms. Serves down the line, taken down by Nislihan. Betania de la Cruz for the first time. A great exhibition of her power there. If you were to come up with a difference between these two teams, it would be the height and power of Eczacibasi. Nislihan starts with 4. Serve, foul out wide. Taken by Nislihan, and a great takedown. Jordan Larson goes wide.
7-6, Unendo, Yamamay.
Unusual to see the American make too many unforced errors in a match. That's just one, though. Wolosz taken down by Eczacibasi again. Kolikun gets across to it. Larson with work to do from that angle. Leonardi's underneath it. Wolosz sets to the far side where Havelkova had the angle but failed to find it. Good chance, missed there by Helena Havelkova. The Czech will be disappointed with herself. As it is, it means that we're going to go in at the first technical timeout with just a point between them. Jordan Larson serves, Havelkova takes down well. Wolosz to set up Valentina Diuk, who hits through the block. And it's the Italians who lead at the first technical timeout. Just the 1 point between the two sides, neither of them managing to pull away with any devastating runs on points in those opening exchanges. Good to see, nice and competitive. It's 8-7.
Okay, and about block, especially Marconi, okay? Sei dietro, ricordate che come 1-3, lei deve tirare questa palla fuori dal muro, quindi il posto 5 deve stare bene in difesa fuori dalla traiettoria del muro. Il 6, quando siamo 1-3, il posto 6, quando siamo 1-3, vieni qua, ok?
Havelkova serve, taken down by Gulden. But to that far side where Polak just touches home. Wolosz manages to get after you. And over there again. Wolosz fits to you for a second time, and on this occasion she gets it through. Well there, but Kasani got across to it. Diuk with some work to do. Kasani's there again. Wolosz reverse sets to Marcon, who then finds the gap. And Unendo get a 2-point lead. Wasn't happy with that, but Jordan Larson reaches for that and manages to just drop it home. Blocked in. There we are, full square once more. Daniel de la Cruz, this time the block comes from Valentina Diuk.
Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO, ARSIZIO na zagrywce. Valentina Diuk.
Again, great angle from her. Well, the Italian international can be erratic, but so far this weekend she has been on the top of the game. Net touch, Eczacibasi. Tries to push long, can it get a touch? The answer is yes. Bolosh. Big call, that one. Underneath that one, turned over on two by Bolosh. Sets to Jordan Larson. One for the Duke has kept that alive. Pumped back in by Havelkova. Eczacibasi just dropped it over the net. Easily hands there. There's your man sets to Larson again. Good work from Eczacibasi to take that one down. That's good. Leslie hands there again. Reverse set. Larson touches over. Havelkova's there. Bolosh and up the pipe goes. Diouf. Larson reaches for it. Bethania de la Cruz drops it over. Longest rally of the match so far. Havelkova's blocked. Eczacibasi is underneath it. Havelkova having another go. This time dug out by Gulden. Sent to Jordan Larson on his near side. The block's there from Bolosh. A huge point. And it goes the way of the Italian team. And they open up a 3-point lead. Giovanni Caprara calls for his first timeout, his side slipping behind by 3.
And you have to be ready to go for buy. All the players in transition have to be ready to spike. Okay? When you spike against Diouf, she always tries to jump inside. But you have to touch high, don't close, close.
Desperate on the Eczacibasi side, and again Pizzani goes up with Bolosh and they make the block, and we arrive at the second technical timeout. 2 blocks in a row from Yamamay, and Jordan Larson, who was almost unstoppable yesterday, is being blocked at will. is good this time for Eczacibasi. She misses. First one that we've seen. Timeout taken. First one that we've seen from Eczacibasi. Lead back to one.
Yamamay.
To go away, and she does manage it, even though Gordon did ever so well to get across. Off the top of the net, Youth was there. They scramble it over, brilliantly done, but still an opportunity. Poyak sets for Larsen, who goes down the line, perfectly executed from the American. A serve, Jordan Larsen, Leonardi failing to get to it. And we're all square.
Upełnienie dla drużyny. Unendo Yamamay za przedłużenie czasu gry. W zasadzie to za opóźnienie gry, wypadałoby powiedzieć. Jordan Larsen na zagrywce, Eczacibasi Istanbul. Za 18-17. Unendo Yamamay, BUSTO ARSIZIO.
Can't get it quite right. Business end of the first set. So important, you feel, for BUSTO ARSIZIO. They're going to be competitive in this final to win this set. Boros sets to the far side. Mark on. Comes off the block. Taken down by Larsen. Set through the middle. Certainly making a bigger impression than Asuman did. Great takedown from Nile. Chance here. Gulden sets for De La Cruz. Bullosh underneath it again. Leonardi with the bump set for Valentina Diouf. It was slightly behind her, not made. She wanted it anyway. Nile, Gulden points the direction to the right-hand side. The block's good. Jordan Larson just gets it over. Lievashkina, no one was there. Volosh flies round to keep it into play. They're still in this rally, but they're under the cosh, and it's put away by Bush. And into the front go Eczacibasi. 20 points to 19. Great effort from Volosh in that rally. It's an ace serve. Carlo Parisi wants to take another look at this one, but I think Nile's caught the line. That's it. Timeout taken. Eczacibasi just to get the slight nudge towards the end of the set. 21-19.
Siamo di nuovo addosso, per cui ora dove sei? Lascia. Comunque gioca per aprire. Possiamo anche cambiare la base. La base di quella. Una buona batteria, magari bella alta, con l'anticipo, poi anche taglio.
Taken down by Leonardi, not well. Lievashkina means that Volosh can only punt it over the net. Golden underneath it. Nile will be there for the set. And Kapush gets blocked as she tried to go down the middle. It's a huge play as far as BUSTO ARSIZIO are concerned. They're going 3 points behind. They find themselves down by just one. Rebecca Perry makes her first appearance. Jordan Larson's it back to her Dominican teammate. Volosh got there with one hand, it's not enough. Marcon comes back as Rebecca Perry makes way. Tanya de la Cruz. Lievashkina around the fine angle.
Unendo Yamamay, BUSTO ARSIZIO, 21-22.
1 point separating the teams. Marcon serve. Great dipping serve, somehow kept alive by Gulden, but they've got a chance here. Volosh needs to be strong, and is. And then she's penalised for going over the line of the net. That is a big call. Actually a net touch on the way down. The smallest of one. Goes there first. Volosh sets for Lievashkina. The takedown. Volosh have to go up. View through the middle. There was no touch. Very hard to read, Jordan Larson. No touch. I'm so sure. 3 set points for Eczacibasi as a consequence. Taken down by Leonardi. Volosh. Lievashkina does well. set by Nile. Dig there from Marcon, and Diouf comes through the middle, but the block's there from Poyak. And although BUSTO ARSIZIO started with a blocking game, it certainly seemed to surprise Eczacibasi in that opening set. It is the Tigers who take it 25-22 and move themselves 2 sets away from a maiden CEV Champions League title.
Szanowni Państwo, przerwa w finałowym spotkaniu, za chwilę drugi set, a teraz czas na kolejny artystyczny występ przygotowany specjalnie na okoliczność i specjalnie dla Państwa. No, a może przetrzymamy trochę dziewczyny, zobaczymy jak długo wytrzymają, czy nie. Jeżeli nie, to proszę o brawa i startujemy. Drugiego seta rozpoczynam zespół z Italii. Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO ARSIZIO.
So the second set, very important for Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO ARSIZIO here to start in positive fashion. Down by Marcon. Now he stays out the way of Bolosh, and then penalty to you. Gets across to it. Good block. Another net touch there for Unendo.
Pierwszy punkt w tym drugim secie dla Eczacibasi ISTANBUL.
Bolosh sets to Diouf. Block is there again. Just over by Bazali. She touched the net though. Nile sets. Poyak touches over. Leonardo went flying through there. Work to do for Havelkova, who had a quiet first set by her standards. Nile sets for De La Cruz. Good block from her. Just over. Havelkova needed that one to go in. Good opening rally though, Havelkova hits through, great work from Gulden. Poyak sets for Bethania De La Cruz, the block Good this time, helped over, somehow kept alive again. Nile sets. Costa doesn't put it away. Valentina Diouf puts it deep. Gulden gets to it again. There's a touch off to Bethania de la Cruz's effort there. And a huge rally comes to an end, and the body language between the two sides tells its own tale there, because the celebration huddle goes on for Eczacibasi, whereas all of the players on the ARSIZIO side of the net just put their hands on their knees and bowed forward. Good deep serve, taken down. Of course they got to it. Nile is able to set for Bethania de la Cruz. And she just guides that one home, took the power off it. Change. First chance we get to see Great Britain's Chiara Michael. No idea why it was that Chiara Michael coming on. Replacing Giulia Pisani. First point. Serve is going very long. Havlikova, who has had a very disappointing afternoon from the service line. Could be going long. Michael gets her first point.
Kolejny punkt dla drużyny z BUSTO. 2-4.
Nile. First, can't get that one away, and another good block is there from Marcon this time.
Trzeci punkt 3-4.
We're back to a 1 point difference. Bethania de la Cruz is there. Some great support coming at the moment from the Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO, ARSIZIO supporters. The team are back to 4 points apiece. Taken down by de la Cruz. Down across. Four touches.
4 odbicia.
Good effort.
Rzeczywiście tak było. 5. punkt Eczacibasi. 5-4.
Great reception from Havlikova.
Dla drużyny z Turcji 6-4.
Taken down by Leonardi. Valentina Diouf had the angle that time.
Valentina Diouf 5-6.
Argentina is there again. Then for Marcon. Gulden kept that alive. Nile sends to the far side. Costa touches over. Valentina Diop is there again. Sent from Baloch to Marcon. Off the block this time. Nile manages to get it back into play. Top set from Leonardi for Diop, and the block is fantastic from Costa.
Siódmy punkt Eczacibasi, 7-5. Na zagrywce Betania de la Cruz. Unendo Yamamay.
Down, and it's an ace serve from Marcon. Back to 7 apiece. Drops in, Gulden. Step to the far side, Larsen. Nile. Hits in and through that block. So the score at the first technical time now in set number 2, 8 points to 7. Eczacibasi
Widzę, że niektórzy wcześniej włączyli tutaj takie pamiątkowe fotografie, to teraz jest dobra okazja, abyśmy wszyscy sobie nawzajem zdjęcie zrobili. I kto ma telefon komórkowy, jakikolwiek aparat, tak żeby można było teraz uruchomić flesza, to poproszę, żeby do ręki
Lasciamogli
wszyscy jednocześnie naciśniemy. I nie wiem, czy to bardzo fajny efekt skali. O, już widzę, że pojawiają pojedyncze takie strzałeczki.
Now we start more outside against fast Muslim. Don't run, okay? You start more outside and in the last moment you decide what is better to do, okay? Because the most important thing is that you don't finish the block, okay? Or wait if you prefer your move.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stryk. Eczacibasi 8-7.
Busying herself out there since coming on, and then Jordan Larsen picks the spot in the bottom corner, which Valentina Diop couldn't get across to. First, a takedown by Abelkova. Polish sheds to Valentina Diop on the pipe, and she makes it for 9-8. Sets that far side where Jordan Larsen tries to change the advancing mark on them. You can see Abelkova plays into the block. Larsen there again. Stefania de la Cruz, beautifully executed. Good power at the net. Now the opportunity goes to Costa on the far side, but she puts it very long. Great block. Handelkover and Michael going up together.
10-10.
Just long. Actually, that goes.
11-10.
Jordan Larson for the service line. Good there by Handelkover, sit to the far side, Hughes. Half block with Daniel De La Cruz, who rushes across to get it. Nile back to De La Cruz. Bolosh. Leonardi bump sets. Diouf. Gulden's underneath that one. Nile sets to De La Cruz. Mid through the block. One handed, kept alive by Bolosh. Brilliant work from the centre. They needed to get back into the orchestration part of the game. And Diouf can't do anything with that. Great chance for Eczacibasi through the middle goes Jordan Larson, just tries to drop it in there as she often does. Get another go. Filter underneath it. Polak. She was well marshalled by the block there. Bethania De La Cruz. Golden. Larson again to Bethania De La Cruz, and she pulls it through. A real force. Timeout taken by Unendo. BUSTO, ARSIZIO.
Stiamo facendo tutto quello che dobbiamo fare. Abbiamo solamente bisogno di alzare un pochettino il livello del nostro attacco, perché facciamo fatica a mettere la palla a terra. Anche perché loro toccano e contrattaccano. Alla fine la vince chi ha un attimino più di pazienza. Quindi man mano che lo scambio va avanti cominciamo a non fare più quello che dobbiamo fare, invece con calma. Allora, colpi alti e profondi, prima cosa, colpi alti e profondi. Tu con le tue traiettorie.
Another serve for Larson, who pushes that one deep, taken down by Handelkover, set shallow. Michael wins the point.
11-13.
De La Cruz. Risen to the occasion. Michael comes through and she has slammed that one straight into the face of Maya Polak.
Ale wszystko dobrze się skończyło, na szczęście 12-14.
teams. Touches over, follows Leonardi back to Valentina Diouf. Great angle from her. To it. Plays through. Really well done. And we arrive at the second technical timeout. Eczacibasi have a 3-point advantage. 16-30.
Spotkamy się jeszcze podczas ceremonii zakończenia. Zapewne natomiast to zawsze miłe, jeżeli bardzo wybitne postaci europejskiej światowej szachówki przyjeżdżają na takie imprezy jak na w Szczecinie. Miło mi Państwa poinformować, że razem z nami
quando c'è della Cruz di qua ci sarà anche o la Bolie o c'è la Furs. Allora se noi decidiamo di inseguire un pochettino di più la Furs, ci spostiamo leggermente, così possiamo essere utili anche sulla Quick. Se invece vogliamo andare su della Cruz, spostiamoci leggermente, così sulla Quick torniamo indietro, va bene? La Fast o la metti corta in due e la metti in mezzo qui.
Lubię to imię pana Krzysztofa Białosińskiego, który także serdecznie pozdrawia wszystkich Państwa na widowni i gratuluję fantastycznego nastroju podczas Final Four siatkarskiej Champions League. Dużo brawa!
Taken down by Leonardi. Wolosz sets for Markon. The block's good.
17 punkt Eczacibasi, 17-13.
Crucial and critical period of the match for BUSTO ARSIZIO. Nile celebrates, and there are some rather dejected looking players now on the Italian side of the net. Is to be made. Cover, come on, to replace Wolosz and Diouf. Taken down well by Gulden. Nile sends that far side where Larsen generated a huge amount of power, and they are just roaring through. Making it alive again. So busy since coming on. Just to try and conclude this set well. So dipped down, Gulden was there. Well, there goes cross court, that's going to go long. Puts it away for a decent side out. So nice and touches over, so delicate. Done quite brilliantly. Serve drifts long.
17 punkt, 17-22.
Taken by Giovanni Caprara.
Rotation, but now we have short blocks there, so probably it's better to push more ball for it, and you can also immediately.
I think they go double change.
Probably they make double change. If they make double change like before,
aby po cichutku na chwileczkę wstali ze swoich miejsc, ale na tyle cicho, żeby nie rzucać się za bardzo w oczy. I kochani, uwaga, uwaga, przez kilka piłek, może do końca seta, powtarzamy wszystkie ruchy pani sędzi, która jest tam na słupku. Identycznie, idealnie razem z nią. Patrzcie, jaka to fajna rzecz i historia po sędziować sobie finałowe spotkanie Ligi Mistrzów. Wszystkie gesty, włącznie z tym drgają się po głowie.
Polak serves. Put away by Maya Polak. Taken by Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO, ARSIZIO for the final time.
Se battiamo così non ne usciamo, ci vuole un po' di coraggio con la nostra battuta, ragazzi, i riferimenti ce li abbiamo, è sempre lì ad aspettare che gli arrivi una palla e quando gliela facciamo una palla facile. Se dobbiamo stare sotto nel punteggio allora rischiamo qualcosa in battuta, però dobbiamo farlo con coraggio, non tanto per farlo, dobbiamo essere coscienti e lasciare andare il braccio.
Głośno krzyknijcie Susi. Uwaga, 3, 4. Chyba skumała, bo się uśmiechnęła. Kochani, uwaga, ostatnia akcja. I dziękuję bardzo.
Last net, 23-18. Taken out by Leonardi. Peña de la Cruz. Five set points for a 2-0 lead for Eczacibasi. Macron is blocked. Puts this one away. Goes long from Yamamay. A foul serve then settles it. 25 points to 20. Eczacibasi within touching distance now of their maiden European crown. They are 2-0 up.
Dziękujemy bardzo zawodniczkom obu drużyn. Za chwilę początek trzeciego seta. Na razie 2-0 Eczacibasi. No a czas najwyższy na kolejny występ przygotowany specjalnie dla Państwa, czyli liderki reprezentacji Polski, uczestniczące we wszystkich najważniejszych siatkarskich imprezach w tym kraju. Także teraz w Szczecinie zaczynamy. Proszę Państwa, dziękujemy bardzo. Jeszcze mamy chwilę czasu, no to uruchamiamy naszą taneczną kamerę. Zwany ten skan. Zobaczymy, co się będzie działo teraz jeszcze przed rozpoczęciem trzeciego seta. Człowiek kontroli, halo! Nie daj się prosić, zrób coś! Ciekawe, co na to szef Agencji Ochrony. O, można zakręcić szalikę. Przed nami trzeci set finałowego spotkania. Eczacibasi ISTANBUL, Unendo, Yamamay, BUSTO, ARSIZIO 2-0. Eczacibasi rozpoczyna trzecią odsłonę finałowej potyczki.
Gets us underway, take it down. Helikova, set for Wallish, goes through the middle. And Yamamay makes it. for Eczacibasi in his third set. Good takedown. Bolosh sends to Valentina Diouf. Dug out by Bethania de la Cruz. Buried by Marcon. Doesn't do well, and Polak is all over it. And Eczacibasi gets themselves in front. Bernardi again, greatest reception. Cuts it over. Bethania de la Cruz is there. Nile sets to the far side where Gozda makes the kill. Somehow made that. Still, there's another great chance here. Nile sets to Larsen. Denied by Hamilkova. Through the middle. It's a good recovery. Just kept alive. Marcon does well there. Polak underneath it. Nile, Larsen, the pace of it. Good opportunity here. Bethania de la Cruz, good line. Square again at 4 points apiece. Sets that far side where Hamilkova had plenty to aim at. Again, ARSIZIO competitive in this opening set. Opening section of the set, I should say. Larsen can only just place that back in. Coming through goes Valentina Diouf. What a play from Gulden. It's rare you see a libero win a point, but she's been the outstanding libero of this tournament so far, and she flies into action here, guiding it back in play and winning the point. Tries to go through the middle. Polak's block is good. over. Clever play for Russia. Well served. In the forward at the moment. Blocks wide, no it's not. Blocks good, and that means at the first technical timeout, set number 3, it's Eczacibasi, who lead by 8 points to 6.
Kochani, uwaga, uwaga. Z tego co wiem, są 3 takie koszulki teraz, tak? Tak, są 3.
La nostra partita passa dalla capacità che abbiamo anche di sopportare che la palla non vada a terra. Basta da qua, perché stanno lavorando.
Starts up.
Za chwileczkę do pana ktoś dotrze. Proszę być spokojnym, po prostu dziewczyny z nią idą od nas na to kawałek drogi.
Take down. Let's come through the middle. Fine play from Costa. Absolutely nobody marking her. Taken down by Leonardi. Kolosh sits to Diu. Didn't have the height on that one that she wanted, but Tania de la Cruz is there. First is there again. De la Cruz goes down the line. Fantastic play. Should imagine it's probably between Jordan Larson and Bethania de la Cruz for the MVP of this tournament. And if it was to be based on this match alone, I feel that the player from Dominican Republic would deserve it. However, it's based on the Final Four as a whole, so we'll have to wait and see. Plays long from Hamilkova. The sort of terminal run that you don't want to see, and immediately coming over to the sidelines comes Barisi. I think he's got to take a timeout now and does.
Ascoltatevi bene, ragazzi, da qualcosa bisogna iniziare, cioè non è che improvvisamente le cose vengono da sole, dobbiamo iniziare da qualche cosa. Va bene, allora, sicuro dobbiamo avere fretta, dobbiamo avere un attimino più di calma, ragazzi, allora, prendiamo un attimino di confidenza un po' in ricezione, abbiamo bisogno di tenere una palla un po' più viva, vedi che ti stai.
Serves again, tips in on Leonardi, who puts it to Kolosh, and then Diu manages to hit off the block this time. finally finds a range on serve. Nile didn't find her range there. First, a really tricky one. Bethania de la Cruz goes wide.
Będzie challenge. Minęła weryfikacja. Tylko nie wiem, co sprawdzamy, czy blok, czy punkt w końcu.
Turnover, touch is given.
Zachodzimy na telewizor, także rzeczywiście wyraźnie po palcach.
Just wide from Marcon. Changes to be made. Marcon comes off, Iguali comes on. Blanc from Nile. Eczacibasi supporters, though, are in healthy voice because they know their team is closing in on their own part of history here. Michael served in well at Bethania de la Cruz. Back to her, touched over. Volosh has been working so hard. It's been a fairly thankless task today for her. Digs that out. Michael, not exactly what she wanted to. Valentina to use, goes through the middle, and it comes straight back into first. Couple of points in a row there for BUSTO. Another demonstration of there of Volosh flying in. Dipped in on good, and Nile sets for Bethania de la Cruz. It's off the block, dug out on the back by Hadalkova. Now Diouf has the chance, and she finds it. But they're always having to play catch-up. Well set to the far side where Costa is blocked. And Giovanni Caprara really doesn't have any other option but to take a timeout here because his team have ceded an advantage of 4 points. It's down to just one, 13-12.
O czas poprosił trenera drużyny Eczacibasi. Ja taką informację mam dla sympatycznego pana, który poprosił.
Spike strong over the block. Dai, fare, okay.
Inside out, inside out. Haydi. Devam. Inside out. Gözde iste. Okay, bitti. Hadi. Okay, first ball. Bravo. Bravo manşetler, güzel. Aferin sana.
Serve continues, it's 13 all. chance. Volosh says to Valentina Diouf, she just touches into the space. Gulden kept it alive again, doing a phenomenal game. The libero, Jordan Larsson's there at the back. Asiman back into the fray. Good dig at the back from Havelkova. Valentina Diouf. Gulden again, but only into play. Diouf blocks this time. Gosda going up with first.
14-13.
Third. Frustration there for the skipper. Goes come on now. Diouf done by Gulden. Reverse set and hit through Valentina Diouf this time.
15-14.
Christian first. Risen and put away by Volosh. All over that little net.
Unendo Yamamay 15-15.
Graciously been in the second technical timeout. Jordan Larsson managed to force that through. 16-15 to Eczacibasi. The second technical.
Czekaliśmy jeden, jedyny człowiek na tej dużej trybunie, który stoi i czeka. Dziewczyny już podążają ze statuetką. Mam nadzieję, że na telewizji...
Francamente non è che si è visto tanto, però è una che gioca molto sulle mani del muro, il muro fuori, mani alte.
Extra rotazione, tutto.
Dal 2 extra rotazione, quindi attenzione.
Dai, 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 gas! Su!
Proszę Państwa, brawa dla zwycięzcy! Najszybszy kibic na trybunach w Szczecinie.
Demonstration there of how Frisco fall back.
Szczerze mówiąc, to gdybym dostał taką statuetkę, to bym pocałował dziewczynę, która mi ją wręczyła, a mi tą statuetkę. Ten co kto lubi i co woli. Gratulujemy serdecznie, dziękujemy bardzo.
One timeout taken by each team. Both technical timeouts gone.
A jeżeli ktoś
The crucial section of this set to come.
to zapraszamy do filmowego sklepu z pamiątkami. Taka fajna, znacząca, podobne gadżety nabyć.
Dipping serve. Picarelli manages to get it back. Valentina Diouf through the middle.
Unendo Yamamay 16-16.
More acceleration. Mirishkina. This one brings that one down through the middle from Gosda, and it was just too powerful for the Canadians to deal with. Delagrees comes back on to replace VitrA.
Przy prowadzeniu Eczacibasi 17-16.
Takedown. To the far side, off the top. Jordan Larsson's there. Touch for Karakun. Polak manages to hit through. 18 points to 16 now. block is good. They're not going to challenge it. Somewhat surprising here. That's why. Leonardi is there, supposed to youth. Gordon Larson to the back. Pops it to the far side, Bethania de la Cruz, she's well blocked. And again. Just wide. But it's not an ace for them. Pushed on that overlap play, which doesn't quite work on this occasion. Costa gets it forward, and Jordan Larson from the back line. Jordan bumps it for Bethania de la Cruz to go again, and she buries it. Drifts long. A good run from the Michael serve last time. What do they do this time? Good block. First of all, off Bethania de la Cruz. Back to the Dominican. Dug out well by Havlikova. Bosch sets. Degradi goes through. Gulden's there. Jordan Larson. Exits in. Goes there. No touch. Giovanni Cabrera wants to have a look at that.
Ale będzie jeszcze wideo weryfikacja. Za chwileczkę zobaczymy.
Looks like a definite touch of Valentina Diouf's hand there. And there's the confirmation of it, 21-19 as a consequence of the score as well. Outside finger of Valentina Diouf definitely moving as the ball comes past. Not so good on that angle, but on the previous one that we saw, it was very clear indeed. Great serve. And they take the point. Jordan Larson leaping on it in the net. Little bit of extra power. Timeout taken. The last one, you feel, probably.
E abbiamo 3 attaccanti di qua, dal lato nostro. Possiamo ancora recuperare. Ragazze, dobbiamo avere fiducia e provare a recuperare.
Trzecim secie finałowego spotkania siatkarskiej Ligi Mistrzów. A przy piłce na zagrywce Bethania de la Cruz.
Bethania de la Cruz to get us back underway. 3 points separating Eczacibasi from the title. And then a half over. Focus. Degradi is the one underneath it. Bolos tries to play it back inside now. It's Leonardi, and that's going to go wide. We haven't seen too many big serves from Bethania de la Cruz in this final, but she's suddenly fronting up right at the end. Nothing to lose, really, because they're so in control of the match. Marcon returns for Degradi. side outs. That is all that is needed. Second down by Delacruz, set by Azuman, and it's long from Grosda. She knew as soon as she struck that, there was no touch. Giovanni Caprara does have another one up his sleeve, timeout that is, and he decides to take it now.
Ready to play one really long. If Spike Perry from 2, close line and defense in front. If Spike Perry from 2, close line and defense more in front.
There, set to Larson, such power from Larson, and even the desperate dive from Rebecca Perry is not good enough. So 24 points to 21, it is triple championship point. Through, it runs off the top of the net. Liavishkina is there. This is desperate times now for BUSTO ARSIZIO. Set to Larson, comes up the top, and that's it! Eczacibasi are European champions for the first time in their history. Scenes of celebration, which unfortunately on the other side of the net are being somewhat muted because of a fairly serious injury to one of the BUSTO ARSIZIO players. It looks like Marcon, who has gone down, and her entire team flew in around her to make sure that this isn't too serious. And now the realisation coming from the Eczacibasi players, and Neslihan and Jordan Larson and Christian Furst are the first there to console the skipper of BUSTO ARSIZIO. Fell awkwardly. Managed to be lifted up, and one hopes that it will not be too long before she is back up on her own feet and able to lead her team out for the presentation award. We will be back for that presentation award very soon, but it is with scenes of jubilation for those clad in orange, those waving the Turkish flag, who celebrate yet another victory for their nation in the Women's Champions League. It is 4 out of the last 5 titles that they have taken. But for Eczacibasi, this one is extra special. Their first ever European title. And a side who have so often played second or third fiddle to either Vakıfbank or Fenerbahce find themselves on top in Europe, and deservedly so. They have been the dominant force in this competition this season. They defeated Vakıfbank 3-1 in the semi-finals and win 3-0 in the final. And it is Eczacibasi from Istanbul who are our champions of Europe 2015.